YouTube, this is Megan. I wanted to show off today some of my planners. Please be patient, I've never made a YouTube video ever. I got a question after I left a review for this notebook planner on Etsy, what it was like and how it compared to some of the other planners from some known brands. I have some Foxy Fix stuff here. I've got a planner from Meadowgate Leather in England, which is just fantastic. I love all of these. They're all amazing. They do exactly what I wanted them to do. They function perfectly. I just wanted to show some of the differences in the leathers. This is by a company. This is my most recent ones by a company called Bassy Company. And I believe the nice lady that I worked with was named Heather. And she was absolutely fantastic to work with. It's in the middle, the beginning rather, of the COVID outbreak. And she was still working hard, and she did a great job. And she got this out to me so fast compared to what I'm used to with some of the other companies. One of the questions I got was how the leather compares. And this is the Spice Leather from Foxy Fix. It is, I think, their size 3. And most of the books that I have are sized so that my Hobonichi Techo can fit into it. And this was the first one that I got. This one was well used for, I believe, 2 years. I love this. Once again, this is Foxy Fix. It has this sort of cross pockets here with the little card pockets in front. I got the card pocket on both sides with the cross pockets, and then it's got the big billfold in back. But as you can see, the leather is very floppy compared to what I have here. And I have a very floppy, unstructured sort of hobo bag where everything falls to the bottom. And I wanted something that was just a little stiffer and a little bit simpler. This feels a little heavier, and my purse it was like carrying a cinder block. And so I wanted to try something that was just a little bit lighter. So the first thing that I did is size down and try to move from the Hobonichi to these little traveler's books. I tried really hard, everyone, and I just couldn't make that transition. I purchased this from Meadowgate Leathers, who is a seller on Etsy, and he is also phenomenal. Guys, these sellers on Etsy, we really don't appreciate them, I think, as much as they deserve it. They work so hard. I had so many ridiculous little questions and requests, and he was just so nice and so kind about it, and did just a beautiful job. He did this exactly as I asked him to do. Let's see, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strings on a little book. The Foxy Fix has, no, this is not the Foxy Fix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. You notice because the leather's a little softer, it kind of pulls down just a little bit here. It doesn't really feel that way though when you've got it stuffed with a whole bunch of books and everything. This one has pyrography on the front, which is where he literally burned my name into it in this beautiful font. This is just fantastic. The craftsmanship and the artistry here is just beautiful. You can tell somebody how you want something to look, but really in the end it comes down to their work. The edges are finished just beautifully on this. The stitching is fantastic. This is green, and I think it has kind of a dark green teal stitching on it. But again, it's got the logo on the back, so there's no big ugly logos or anything. And same thing with Foxy Fix. It's really nice. The edges on the Foxy Fix binders are just a little different. I don't think that they're as finished or as burnished as some of the other ones, and that may be because of the types of leathers that they're using here. The Foxy Fix, I think, has the ability to change where this pen loop is. It's a little bit on the small side, but I'm sure, like most of these places, that here's my TWSBI Mini, and it just gives me a double of a time. This one, I don't know if I broke this one in with my fountain pen or not, but yeah, there we go. It's a little bit lower, and the TWSBI fits great in there. And after I got this one, I realized I loved this. I think what bothered me most about the Foxy Fit was this hard spine. it just kind of made it bigger and bulkier in my purse than it needed to be. I was surprised. I thought this was much larger with what I've ended up with, which is the Bassy Company, which I also just absolutely adore. I mean, this is what I'm using now. It feels much larger, but when I did measurements on them, I found out that the Bassy was actually just a little bit taller, but it was a little bit, oh goodness, I can't. It was a little bit, it's not as deep. And I'm not able to show that to you really well here, but there. This is, the Foxy Fix is a little bit longer this way. The Bassy's a teensy bit taller. But here was the big difference. This sort of always squished down to whatever I had in it, whether it was just the Hobonichi or the Hobonichi in a leather wallet or the Hobonichi the leather wallet and some inserts, where this area just sort of always felt big and bulky inside my purse. So I love this as well. There's a different type of dye on this. I'm not sure what this is called, but every time a little tiny drop of water got on it, there was a spot made, and I'm not the kind of person that really worried about that. I'm really hard on everything. I can't wear rings or jewelry because jewelry stuff just falls off my arms. And I like it. It doesn't scratch easy. It's a very hard leather, not particularly stiff. It's nice and, malleable. But it doesn't show a lot of scratches after I wore it around for a long time. This, I was in the bottom of my purse. I threw it across a parking lot accidentally. And as you can see, the marks on this are just amazingly light. It just sort of all blends in. It's very lovely. It's got a nice patina, I assume, to it. And it just doesn't really show a whole lot of marks. Now this leather, this is Bassy Company. This is what I want to talk about. This is also a Foxy Fix that I have over here, but it was just with a different leather. It's, again, it's got one of those spines in it, and it's still just a little bit floppier even still than this. After I went with this guy, I realized I had to size back up to the A6, and I started looking, and I kind of wanted a spineless, I was going to try and get a spineless Foxy Fix, but I can't find this beautiful spice pepper leather anymore. It just doesn't ever seem to be on there, and I really liked it. I ran across Bassy Company online, and I saw some of her YouTube videos, and after watching her YouTube videos, I just sort of fell in love with her and her love of her own product and as hard as she works. And since I've had it, I have not been disappointed with it at all. This is the Executive, and I asked her, of course, I've always got to ask for some sort of customization. It's embarrassing. But I asked for these card pockets on both sides instead of having the secretarial flap on one side, because I use this as my wallet as well. What I do is I have one of these Foxy Fix wallet inserts that went along with the original Spice. And with these two pockets and these slip pockets here and the two pockets on this side, slip pocket here, and my little zipper pouch here for my coins, my purse, my coins and my spare cash and stuff, I pretty much have everything that I need for a wallet. So every time I go to get my wallet, I've also got everything I need to write down, or I have to have it. It's right here along with it. After I stuff this with the Hobonichi, I can still put these little travelers in there if I want to, and I can wrap this guy around it. There's still plenty of room. This guy doesn't look, I'm not one of those people that like decorates it with all that stuff. I'm just too disorganized. I would get lost in everything. I've got to keep it really slim. So normally what I walk around with is just this here, and then all my cards, credit cards, my ID, my cash, everything I have to remember, because I'm at that age now where that's gone. I really love this. It's just nice and sturdy. The elastic seems a little thinner, actually. Let's look. It seems a little thinner than the Foxy Fix, but it's really, really nice. I mean, it's got a tight. I've been using it for a while. It hasn't stretched out or anything. I got this one since I knew that I wasn't going to be using a ridiculous number of inserts. I got it just with the 4, and that's been fine. I put this kind of, around the first quarter of the Hobonichi, and I put that one there. I put the leather wallet around everything, and then I still have some inserts here if I want to, put like some little pictures or something in there. The pen holder is a little bit larger. It's sized for fountain pens, so look at that. It's perfect. You can see this little dot where I carry it around with my TWSBI all the time. This is not going to fall out. It's it's perfect. I'm sure if there was some sort of customization that you wanted, like if you wanted to carry like little slim mechanical pencils or something, that they could do that for you. And I got this in, oh gosh, I can't hardly remember now, but it seems like I got it in less than 2 weeks. I would say pretty easy in the beginning of all this craziness that was going on. Whereas you know that if you've ordered Foxy Fix in the past or Chic Sparrow, I have also a Chic Sparrow. I just don't have it here to compare. I forgot that I had my aunt running around with it and she really likes it. But you know that those products take a long time to get out to you. I don't know, and this was done very quickly. It just took a long time because it was coming from England and I'm here in the States, in Georgia. And this got to me in no time at all. It was wrapped beautifully and I have just loved it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick what I carry in a normal day in it. Just let you see that, and then I'll stop talking and thank you for watching the video. Okay, so this is how this would be in my purse, and I would always have my pen ready to go. Just pretend that these are my credit cards, maybe like some business cards stuck down here. I have my little wallet from Foxy Fix that's in here, again with some more cards. I've got my planner. I've got that stuck in there on 2 different little strings. I've got a string left in the front, and there's, oh, here it is, in the front and the one in the back. I've got the back end of my wallet with a little bit of cash in there, y'all. Big spender. And the 2 pockets on the back for more cards or ID or whatever else. This would just sit in my purse. It's, even if I don't carry a purse, I could just grab this and run out. And I am filming with my iPhone, but I could just stick my iPhone right in there and just walk out the door with it in my hand if I needed to. I really enjoyed the product. Like I said, I've never made a video or anything before. I wasn't sent this. This is just something I saw online. I really liked it, and so I decided to purchase it for myself, and somebody had some questions based on an Etsy review that I left. As you can see, the edges are finished off nicely. I like the rounded edges. They don't tend to sort of bend as much as, I don't think they sustain as much abuse as these little guys have. Please be aware, this is a wonderful product here. I had it in my purse for a couple of years, and I am rough on things. The leather on this, you see, you just run your finger on it, you can show those marks, but it burnishes right back down, and it's just developed this lovely, like, I've had this, I use this, it's business, it's tough, and I don't know, it's my worry stone. I went on a job interview recently, and I almost rubbed a hole on the inside of the cover here. So I love it. I'm very grateful to Bassy and Company for the wonderful job that they did, and I hope this video helps somebody who's trying to decide whether or not they want to purchase something like this. Have a good day.